Could someone who dismisses or complains about the father wound in women have their own unresolved father issues? Gentlemen, welcome back to Men Plus 40. Today we're exploring the concepts of daddy issues and the father wound. Now, these terms may overlap in some ways, but they have distinct meanings and implications. Daddy issues is a term used in popular culture in a negative way to describe behavioural and psychological patterns that arise from problematic relationships with fathers. On the other hand, a father wound is a more formal term employed in psychological and therapeutic settings to describe the emotional and psychological harm caused by an absent, neglectful or abusive father. While daddy issues is frequently used dismissively, the father wound focuses more on healing and recovery. It's important to note that the father wound is not gender specific. Both men and women can be affected, although the manifestations may differ due to various factors. Let's explore 3 examples of how the father wound can show up in both men and women. Men with a father wound may struggle with emotional intimacy and connection. Growing up with an emotionally unavailable or dismissive father can lead to difficulty expressing emotions, including anger. Another manifestation of the father wound in men is struggles with self-esteem and identity. If a father was absent, abusive, or neglectful, it can leave deep insecurities about self-worth. Some men may overcompensate by being overly assertive, overly aggressive, or turning to substance misuse to cope with their feelings of inadequacy. An overly critical or dismissive father might lead to heightened fears of not meeting expectations. This could result in hiding behind their work, being a perfectionist, or avoiding situations where they might experience failure or rejection. Now, let's explore 3 examples of the father wound in women. Women with a father wound may struggle with insecure attachment styles in relationships. Feelings of abandonment or betrayal from their fathers can lead to repeated unhealthy patterns in relationships. They might be drawn to emotionally unavailable or abusive partners, mirroring their relationship with their father. Another manifestation in struggles would be with self-esteem and self-worth. Similar to men, women with a father wound may experience feelings of low self-worth, resulting in a constant need for validation from others, difficulty asserting themselves, or remaining in harmful situations due to a belief that they did not deserve better. Also, women with a father wound might develop a heightened fear of abandonment. This could lead to clingy and possessive behaviours in relationships and hypersensitivity to criticism or rejection, perceiving it as a confirmation of their perceived unworthiness. Now, let's address an interesting question. Could someone who dismisses or complains about the father wound in women have their own unresolved father issues? It's possible, but not definitive. A man who criticises or dismisses the concept of the father wound in women might indeed have their own unresolved issues related to his father, whether he's consciously aware of it or not. However, it's important to consider that other factors such as societal attitudes, personal beliefs, or lack of knowledge can shape one's worldview as well. Reacting to the father wound in others can be quite complex. Some individuals may resist or become defensive because acknowledging the reality of the father wound might force them to confront their own experiences. We mustn't jump to conclusions about someone's psychological state based solely on their views. Remember, understanding these concepts can help foster empathy and support for those that are affected. Equally, you must also implement boundaries and be self-aware of your own behaviours. Next time you hear someone complaining about people with daddy issues, it might just be that they're attracting people like this because of their own relationship with their own father. Until next time, take care.